The author of the essay series Breaking Smart asks, between both the breathless and despairing extremes of viewing the future, could an intellectually rigorous case be made for pragmatic optimism? He wants his readers to break smart, to adapt intelligently to new technological possibilities. But understand my story, I don't have the breathless view of skyscrapers. My only skyscrapers are smokestacks, decades tall and stories old. And this collection of essays assumes that my life context is formed around the main streets of thriving cities, a quote, serendipitous stream. From there, I should engage a new digital stream created by software. But during childhood, the only stream I saw was the one dumping its sulfur from deserted coal mines into the river from which my town drank. The older generations who pour into me blame technology for pulling apart their families, closing the mines, closing their 5 and 10s. So asking me to adapt to a digital world takes more than a few essays. This is not an easy modification for me, because while I sat in high school listening to debates over whether or not the theory of evolution is true, the world continued to evolve around me. See, I had never heard of the terms Silicon Valley or startup until joining Praxis. And now I'm challenged with the idea of a surplus mindset, when in contrast, the mindsets developed during the Great Depression still affect me 80 years later. There's a technological idea that bits are immortal, when to me, only the train tracks and river run on forever. But this amazing magic of software, well, guess what? Witchcraft is prohibited here. And I understand technology's side, I really do. It's easy to dehumanize change, knowing that humanity as a concept evolves. And like every technological shift, the world will get better. I know that. But it's not easy to tell that to people who rely on the geographic world, who lose their jobs every day and remain too poor for internet and for apps. However, I choose not to dwell on these precepts. I must look at history to understand the present and to change my view of the future. The river saw everything. First, the founding of a canal town, but then it shifted, a brickyard hotspot, and then later, mines that my great-grandfather worked in as a child immigrant from Czechoslovakia. I still walk by the lot of my great-grandma Annie's bar, the first business in town to have indoor plumbing, and then the red bricks that housed all my aunts and uncles, now being sold with a cracked foundation. Once upon a time, this town boomed, but the peak is over. Cars gave us the freedom to leave, but people don't come back. I'm not here to romanticize the past. It's not a fairy tale. I'm designed from here out to create because I am made in the image of God, and with that, I choose to be a Promethean, as the essay coins, not a pastoralist. I'm venturing out to a world eaten by software, and in a reflection of the Breaking Smart essays, I don't seek a goal or even a vision of my future. I seek to tinker throughout my career. I seek a direction towards this beautiful, pluralistic world. I don't want to reiterate superficial buzzwords like creativity and forward thinking. I want to act in order to reorient myself with this new soft technology. I, an intellectual, view the future with a case for pragmatic optimism.